Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001 bringing you another custom commission. This is a Princess Sally made for Jacob, the last part of his commission. So let's get right into it. I've already modified the tail's head by shortening the ears and sculpting on the bridge of Sally's nose and her eyebrows and eyelashes and stuff. Now here's an advantage to the epoxy sculpt. You get to paint it first and then sculpt the hair on afterwards. That way, you don't have to worry about painting around the hair, which is a huge pain. Also, the red paint is Citadel, which doesn't need a sealant. The legs are kind of unique this time. The feet are still silvers, but those aren't anybody's legs in there. Those are actually Wave's arms. I realized that Wave's arms, with the mushroom pegs cut off, actually not only fit snugly into the boots from a silver figure, but then they're also the right length to be legs with the boots on, so the figure's not over tall. So yeah, that's a helpful note for the future, right? Before we continue though, we all know that Halloween is coming up, and I decided that this would be a good time to create a special Halloween figure. Something a little bit festive. Also because there's an art contest on a website that I frequent. It is, of course, a Sonic themed contest where you make a Halloween themed image. And I decided to go ahead with a custom figure of Princess Sally as a witch. Here is a little doodle that I did to show my concept. So yeah, let's create this little witch Sally, shall we? Let's go back to those legs that I had just finished making and show the paint job. I gave her blue leggings with the black boots with the golden buckles and stuff, and then I proceeded to go ahead with the torso. This is actually a Blaze the Cat torso, and the boob job and the new tail are actually made out of some Super Sculpey. I figured this figure wouldn't be lasting very long since it would only live long enough for the image, so I didn't want to waste my expensive durable materials. Although, if anybody really wants to see this come back for a more permanent display, like to get a Witch Sally for your own collection, I could be persuaded to do this again. Hardy hardy har. Okay, so you've seen the torso getting assembled, and the arms are they're Blaze the Cat's arms. I like Blaze's arms. They're a lot slimmer, and when attached to her body, they don't make her shoulders look super broad like the huge arms that Wade the Swallow has. I've had some people, mostly my mother, complain that the large shoulders that the Wade the Swallow figure has sometimes makes the female characters they make look a little too masculine. So from now on, I'm gonna try and use Blaze arms whenever I can. Which is good because I've been using Wave's arms for legs, so this should balance out, assuming I can keep getting more Blaze and Wave figures at the same time. All that leaves now is Sally's little witch hat. The brim of it is made out of craft foam, of course. That's my go-to material. But as for the hat itself, I wanted something that I could bend a bit, and that turned out to be a napkin. Yeah, I rolled a napkin up into a cone shape and then attached it to this brim. Then I painted it, and it made a pretty effective witch hat. It's jammed down onto Sally's head as a removable accessory. That looks a little bit big because it's a removable accessory, but I didn't want to sculpt the permanent hat on because I'd have to take it off to make this into a regular Sally figure later. So, recreating the image as in action figure forms, we have a little chain for a werehog leash, and a skeleton thrown in for flavor, in front of the Sonic Boom Launcher rock for a backdrop, and we got a pretty nice little festive Halloween display. Kinda. Alright, that's enough fun with Halloween. Let's go to making the proper, custom for the commission. Here is Sally's real body. It is a repurposed Wave with, the new tail and the boob job like always, and given a proper paint job to reflect her color scheme. By the way, we're going back to the classic pre-reboot Sally, So far, no one has requested a post-reboot Sally from me, but it's only a matter of time at this point. These are the same arms that were part of the Witch Sally. I completely sanded off the rest of the glove cuffs and then sculpted over them. And there's her vest. And then reassembled, we have a Princess Sally. Unfortunately, she has a little bit of a Popeye arm thing going on, but that's just the thing. No action figures lack gloves. Maybe someday I'll figure out how to fix that. The way that this Sally figure is made, however, she does still have a bit of wrist articulation. It's the first time I've been able to make Sally's arms and still keep real wrists. So that's one bonus she has that my other Sallys don't. Alright, so this has been Wake Angel 2001, hoping you like my latest take on Sally and the little Halloween-themed diversion, and I'm signing off.